Good evening, everyone. Ragewood here, back with a Godforge video. Short video today, looking at a Discord leak in celebration of 15,000 members in the Fateless Discord. They dropped a new sort of hero concept, and in turn also confirming one of the new god pantheons. Now, if I sound a bit subdued, there is a reason for that, and that is because I think someone's just knocked Anubis off his perch for the coolest sort of at least weapon in the game. So without further ado, let's get to it. So here he is, the man of the hour, Pangu. Now, for those of you who don't know the mythology behind Pangu, I didn't really know either. Pangu, as I mentioned, is from the Chinese pantheon. Now, he is considered a primordial being who hatched out of a cosmic egg. So, for those of you who didn't know the answer, we now know what came first, chicken or the egg. Definitely the egg in Chinese myth. He also is said to have split yin and yang with a swing of his axe to create the earth and the heavens. Between that, he's described as sort of a primitive hairy giant with horns. He's described as having an axe, and in some versions of the Chinese creation story, he is aided by 4 hurdy beasts: a turtle, a quillin, a phoenix, and a dragon. Now, obviously, none of that is in here, but hopefully, it'd be really cool if he could, some of his abilities, bring those to life. But now, I'm just lost for words, genuinely, so let's take a look at him in a bit more detail. So let's zoom in on the body first, shall we? So he is described as sort of a primitive, sort of hairy being, and we can definitely see that from this concept up, sort of that sort of Bigfoot giant kind of mold we've got going on here. I like the barbaric might be the wrong word, but that sort of I don't know how to describe it, that sort of living from the earth kind of style with the fur. You've got sort of looks like a, almost like a leopard or tiger sort of skin sash just there. Alex getting his nipples out right there. Alex getting what he wants. I like the sort of the beard that we've got here as well. Bracer's looking very cool. Look at the detail on that sort of belt placard, as it were. And I love that they've got the yin and the yang in here as well, sort of this heaven and earth, and you've got these sort of Chinese style dragons behind as well, perhaps referring to the other sort of origins there. Lions, sort of that, again, that Chinese sort of lion, stereotypical that you see on a lot of temples and things out there, and sort of the barefoot, just a very ace looking. On the back, obviously the back of the belt, this garb, not entirely sure what the hoop thing is, but that I'm putting down to my ignorance when it comes to sort of Chinese mythology, as mentioned earlier. But does it look cool in the way Simon says? Yeah, I don't know where they got the inspiration from, but it looks cool. And then sort of, again, the crown at the top here as well. But, the thing that really does it for me, I don't know how they're going to bring this into the game, but if it looks half as good as this axe, this world creation axe, just, it's incredible. And, credit to the designer who thought up of this look. Now, obviously, the axe, it was always going to be an axe by the sounds of it, but it's just wicked. And, you know, I like Dane's suggestion here with water VFX, maybe suspended in time. Look at that, and I just can't wait to see it in game. I'm sort of just imagining it twisting and twirling. Say the water sphere complements the fire sphere. You know, it is said, I believe, that when Pangu died, that his body also created the earth. So one eye became the moon, one eye became the stars. You know, his hair became trees, his blood became rivers, that kind of thing. But so, you know, typical sort of jade materials that you again see in a lot of sort of Chinese, I get mythology, fan fiction, whatever you want to call it, sort of jade dragons, jade idols, all that kind of stuff. But this axe head, like, and just, yeah, like, it's just so cool, such a cool design. We've got sort of the molten rock creation here, and then we've got the obsidian on one side and the opal on the other, that sort of yin and yang, heaven and earth, heaven and hell. And I can't wait to see the VFX on it. Like, as he's swinging through. What I'd like to see is, if you've ever taken a picture of a motorway just with a camera at night, you get sort of that, if you look back through it, sort of car light sort of, I don't know how to describe it, but like you see like the light sort of stretching, if it were. I would love to see that on that axe as he comes through with the swing. So we've got the jet black trail, but also this sort of multicolored trail from the opal. Almost like a rainbow in the black. Like, that would be wicked. Please, please, please make that happen if you can, Fateless guys. Very cool hero. Very cool design. If Anubis could have this axe, then, you know, that'd be the perfect sort of compliment, I think, for me. But, man, I hope he's good, like, because I might have a new favourite just for that weapon alone. So, what sort of character is he going to be? Now, he is melee. Now, unlike sort of Dragonair and other games, the fact that he's melee doesn't matter too much. It's more like Raid, where it doesn't really matter. So, I'm not saying he's necessarily going to be a defender. You know, the reasoning behind that, you know, I can't really say. Maybe it's more of a hope more than anything. I want him to do some damage with that axe. So my hope is that he is going to be a brawler. Is probably a better way of putting it. Lots of HP, getting up close and personal with that sort of just mean looking axe head that we've got going on here. I imagine he'll do damage scaling off HP and attack because of that, a lot like Herc and a few others. Also, just realised, do ignore the PlayStation controller behind me. Just side note, by the way. So yeah, brawler, ability-wise, let's call it his ultimate split the heavens. Or you know, something like that to do with this whole separation of yin and yang at the beginning. We're going to call it split the heavens. What's it going to do? I don't know. Maybe it could be like a Herc Smash, kind of just bosh. Or maybe, as I alluded to earlier, we could look at these, you know, potential 4 holy beasts that helped him in his creation of sort of what Chinese believed to be the world as they knew. But yeah, Quillin, Phoenix, Turtle, and can't remember the other one is. But yeah, maybe split the heavens. He calls upon those as he swings. There, that would be cool. So as he's swinging down, you see like these 4 phantasmal images of these 3 animals also striking at the same time. That would be cool. So it said that when he died, say his body became the earth, the river, that kind of thing. Now, perhaps his passive could be something like when he dies, he gives like a portion of his stats to his allies, sort of symbolizing that separation of his body, his soul, to assist with the world. I think that would be pretty cool. Say giving like 30% of his HP and his attack to other allies. Something like that. That's what I would put the passive to be. His core ability... maybe something to do with the egg that he was born out of? I don't know. Or... yeah, no idea. But I look forward to seeing what they do with it. I have no doubt that they're going to ace it. There's nothing that I've seen so far from the team to suggest otherwise. So there we are, guys. That is the end of today's video. Take care. Look after yourselves. Work hard, but as always, play harder. And I'll see you in another one soon. Cheers.